I want to talk to you about coupling and decoupling. It's probably one of the best finds I've had in this game so far. You want to float something? Float it. You want to move this building behind me? Sure. Let's move it. Let's pick it up. Let's move it. Let's take it somewhere. Let's use it. The fence? Did you know you could move this fence? I bet you didn't know you could move this. You can move the fence. If you want, you could stick it up in the air. You want to have things floating up in the sky? Like stuck? Without using the bus stop trick? Yeah, that's what this is. Coupling and decoupling. Welcome. Okay, let's get started. Okay. The whole premise of this is basically connecting two builds together or disconnecting two builds together. Coupling and decoupling.
First off, let's get rid of this barrel.
So let's show the moving of this fence. You would all agree that this is a floating piece right here. See? It's moving, it's floating, it's not attached to the ground. Its current state is floating. The current state of this fence is stuck in the ground. So let's change stuck in the ground. We are going to attach these two different types, states. So this one's stuck in the ground, this one's floating. Let's use a floor piece. Now, you saw the little puff of smoke there? This moving piece is now not moving. You might have wondered, how does that always work? Well, the build with fewer pieces, not bigger or smaller, fewer pieces, it's the piece count. The builds with fewer pieces will attach to the builds with the larger amount of pieces. Since the larger amount of pieces here is the fence, and the fence is stuck in the ground, this piece here that was moving, was a floating piece, is now a stuck in the ground piece. So let's try a different way of doing it here. Now let's move the fence. The only thing we need to do differently is have more pieces on our moving.
Oh my god, is it really nighttime? We're trying to make a video, okay? Thank you.
So we need to have the floating build have more pieces on it. So we're just gonna slap some pieces on. So let's connect them. There it is. You saw the little smoke, and guess what? It's now moving. Ta-da! That's coupling. And the whole point of coupling is when you put two builds together, the builds with the fewer pieces is going to be the build that attaches to the larger building, and it will take on the form of the larger building. This time the larger build, or the build with more pieces, was floating. So anything that was stuck in the ground is now floating. Okay, you with me so far? We're going to keep building on this. Now, decoupling. Decoupling. These two pieces are coupled together with this one piece right here. They're still two separate builds coupled together in this one joint spot right here. And this one piece holds the key to this whole thing. If I disconnect this, they are now decoupled, which means this fence is now back to its stuck position. It's stuck in the ground, and this piece is floating again. So we've got the floating build, we've got the stuck in the ground build, and it's been decoupled. Let's couple it again. It's been coupled. Now, let's take it another step further. Remember, this is the floating build, this is the stuck in the ground build. It doesn't necessarily need to be stuck in the ground, though. Now, what do you think is going to happen when we decouple it? The fence is going to be stuck in the ground, and the floating dynamic build is going to be floating dynamic. Watch what happens. There, we've disconnected it. Our floating build, it's got the balloons on it. You see it's floating around there. And we also have our fence, which is stuck in the ground. The second we decoupled it, it went back to its original state of stuck in the ground.
From this point on, you will hear the word anchored. when I say the phrase stuck in the ground.
To its original state of stuck in the
Anchored.
ground. So even though it's in this location, because you can have houses that are on top of mountains, that are at sea level, that are at any height. They're just stuck in the grounds at whatever height they're at. Now this fence is currently stuck in the ground. Okay, let's build on this a little bit further. You don't always have to use a dynamic platform. This is just a short interruption. Few things I'd like to say. First, I've been using these techniques in my builds for some months now. It's taken me a long time to fully understand all the requirements that make this technique work and refinements that I've made to make it a little bit simpler. In researching this video, I've messaged and spoken to several content providers to get their thoughts and suggestions. I'm glad I did because I discovered that Abide Guy already knew of this technique. I understand now why he never made a video explaining this, because as you can see with my huge long video, there's a lot to it. And if you've ever seen Abide Guy's videos, they're polished and not turnips, like my videos. I guess Abide Guy would be willing to agree. We are both co-finders in this technique. I also wish Abide Guy was the one making this video. I found in editing my saved videos that all I do is run around in circles and chase down butterflies, and usually scream at them. There is still bugs with this technique that I will go over at the end of the video after the blooper. There's always a fun blooper. The children love the bloopers. I plead with you, Lego Fortnite. Please fix the bugs in this technique, or in the least, don't patch this technique. This is going to open up so much creativity in the community, and I can't wait to see what you all do with coupling and decoupling. So back to the video. Okay, let's build on this a little bit further. You don't always have to use a dynamic platform. You know me, I love my swivels. Love my balloons even more. Everything attached, or everything on top of the blue side of the swivel, is considered floating. I find it easier just to go Anarchy Acres. If you don't have that, you can go with the log cabin. It's fine. Anything that has like a 4x4, because it fits perfectly square right on the swivel. Now what we need to do is have more pieces on this build than the house. I don't know how many that is, but just going to assume it's a lot. It's got to be less than that. So now all we need to do is attach this floating build to the stuck in the ground build. So here we're going to couple it. And the easiest way is just to use this 4x4 wood foundation 01. It is high enough. I mean, it touches the house here, and it's high enough that it will touch the top of the swivel as well. See if I can get a good angle on that. You see? So it will touch the top pieces, and it will couple both builds together. There it is. There was a weird little movement. That's always a good sign that something happened. Now let's see if we can push the building. No, it's super heavy. It's a super heavy building. Let's put a balloon on it. There we go. Put another balloon somewhere in there. There we go. Get rid of that awful noise. All right, let's build upon this. Again, you want the building just to sit up here and float by itself? You could just remove this, the coupler, the piece that's coupling these two builds together. And that would be this piece right here. And then this building would be stuck in the ground at this level, which is, currently in the air. There it is. And these are two separate builds now. They are attached with a swivel, but it's still considered two separate builds. We have a floating build and an in-the-ground build. Timber! So let's make our own house in the ground. It's not going to be a very pretty house, I guess. I always throw in 1 or 2 extra pieces. Why count? It's annoying. Just couple them. There we go. The larger piece was floating. Now everything is floating. Ta-da! Now let's put it up in the air. That's a lot of balloons. Now, we're going to decouple it. There we go. We can get rid of this. It's done its job, and it resumed its state of being stuck in the ground. Let's take it another step further. Let's say we wanted to have something like this, 45-degree angle. And we're going to bump it up. Look what we can do now. We can bump it up. But we're not able to do it because it says objects must be aligned. Well, I don't like objects that have to be aligned. I don't like that. That's not for me, I say. I'll put a balloon here. I'll put a balloon here. When you couple 2 builds together, the smaller build will also lose all of its toys. Balloons, tires, they'll all pop, they'll all explode off. So here's this balloon here is going to explode because we're going to attach it, we're going to couple it, and it's now floating. There we go. And you would definitely agree that these are not aligned. So when we decouple it, it's going to return to its original state, which was in the ground. And there it is. It's now stuck in the ground. I'll put this on the end here so I can show you. I'm pushing it. It's not going anywhere. So this is another advantage to decoupling and coupling, is now you can have builds that are not aligned and on top of each other. There's no gap. In the past, you would have to have that floor gap in between the two, but you don't have that anymore.
Get away from us. Go away. Go. We're trying to learn things. Coupling and decoupling. The children love coupling and decoupling. Come on, leave us alone.
Okay, let's go. Another example. Let's use this white floor piece. Let's just float 1 piece. There we go. We're now floating. And let's break it. There we go. We just decoupled it. And what we're left with now is our initial single 1 piece. Not 2 pieces stuck together. Well, you can now have 1 piece by itself. So if you ever wanted to put 1 piece someplace,
Just 1 piece. Just 1.
you can now do it. You can build with just 1 piece. I know people are thinking to themselves, why would I ever? It's the point of this is another beautiful hack of coupling and decoupling. Is 1 piece. And of course, yeah, you can build off of this, you know. Now, what happens when you remove the initial build that was stuck in the ground? Well, just like anything else that's stuck in the ground, everyone would agree to this. I run into it, it's stuck in the ground. It's not going anywhere. It's stuck in the ground. If I remove the piece that was stuck in the ground so that nothing else was stuck in the ground, you can move it. We all agree to that, right? Now let's look at this piece up here. It was just this single piece that was stuck in the ground. We added a whole bunch of stuff on top of it. It's no longer stuck in the ground. That's all great and all, but I don't think I'm going to be doing any of this. This is too advanced for me. Is it too advanced for you? Because I've had a lot of people ask me, how do I remove something from the bottom of my river or my ocean?
Oh, there's fire in the ground. Awkward.
Okay, let's check it out. Oopsie. Let's shoot it. 0, 0, 0. Well done. Now you've put granite on the bottom of the ocean. Are you getting it out? You're not. You're not getting it out. Try the explosives. Sure, let's try it. Where is it? I don't know. Why is it so dark? Look, that was a direct hit. It's not. Not going to be able to break it. So, what do you need to do? Simple. We just need to couple it and decouple it. I use this, the Shack Pillar 02, because it's really tall. And it's easy. I just attached right on the top of it. Put one more. Look, we're super far out of the water now. Just put a floor on. The initial floor piece, that's 1. We put 2 of these pillars, that's 3. Here we go. That's our 4th piece. You know, we'll put a swivel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's enough. We couple it together. And look what's happening. Look. Right there. We got it. There's a lot more to this. Coupling and decoupling. Oh my god, is the video over yet? Okay, let's couple it together now. There we go. Oh, well, you see, that's why I removed that boom barrel on the earlier one. Surprise. And it decoupled itself, yeah, and it decoupled. This one worked out well. That was a nice little surprise. If you move world-generated pieces too far, they disappear on you. There they go, bye.
Oh, we're going up. We're very light all of a sudden. We're
Very light, because half my house is missing.
I was moving this house here, over here a little bit. And you say, well, there's a repeat. There it is. Disappeared. When this happens, they get stuck in the air where it did happen. And you see, as I was moving it, sort of broke into a couple of pieces as I was moving. I'm sorry for the bad audio. I just want to get this done. Okay, well, it doesn't really vanish. What happens is it just sort of goes back to its original location. You can see here. But when you get close to it, it goes like it, yeah, you see, it just sort of jumps back to its original location. So, and then it's like here, it's there. Where is it? It's a great question. So that's like one of the bugs we have. Another problem we have is that if you took a world piece out of the ground, make it dynamic or floating, and then go to the lobby and come back, wherever you left it, it will be back in the ground or anchored position, wherever you left it. Okay, no more horrible audio. Get out there, build something amazing. Link to it down below, please. Put a link to the amazing thing that you built using coupling and decoupling. Show the world. Show me. Show the 12 people that watched the video. Just show us. Show us something. Oh dear. Shark attack.